just taking a second in between appointments and everything today with our patients to record just a little update on like what we did this morning. So today was the puppy dog's first visit to their new vet. We did a local vet close to us rather than, you know, search around and try and find one that exclusively speaks English, because I do understand a lot of Spanish, though I don't speak very well. I probably sound like about a really slow 3-year-old about this point, but I can get my point across. But I can understand pretty well as long as it's, you know, it's spoken clearly and, you know, at a reasonable pace. So I figured I'd be all right. So we went to the vet, had a good time. She was very thorough, very nice. We got them up to date on their vaccines that they need here. So I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but there's leishmaniasis is endemic in Spain, and it's a really bad thing that's carried by these little sandflies that are around here. So it's very worrisome if they get that. It can be very deadly and horrible. So we got them vaccinated for that. I know the vaccine's not like 100%, but you do, you know, preventative measures and vaccination and stuff. And anyway, so we got that. We got their flea and tick medicine. We got, and we got their EU pet passports too, which is pretty cool. So if we, for whatever reason, decide, you know, we want to go driving along and we want to drive into, I don't know, France or Germany or wherever, somewhere in the EU, then we can use the pet passports to get them across through customs, immigration, you know, border control and everything, rather than having to jump through a whole bunch of hoops and, you know, get a bunch of paperwork done in the country that we're coming from and whatever. So the pet passport allows them to go back and forth across the borders. So that's really nice. I mean, we don't really plan on bringing them with us when we travel. We found a dog boarding facility that has like nice little doggy rooms and a, you know, an outdoor grassy area with a, you know, a little pond and everything they can play in and be, you know, nice and kept while we're away, so we don't have to worry. But anyway, so that was nice. It's just about a 10-minute walk away, walking with the dogs to get to the vet here. So got all that taken care of, and let me spin around. I've got them they're right here sleeping. Copper's still got his little cut that's healing. His fur is growing in over there. And then Coda, they're both just laid out because that was a lot of walking this morning. And this is my sad little work area where I see patients. You can see this is where I kind of get to look out over the street while I'm working. Watch the people walk by and everything, which is kind of nice because since we're up on the what I would call the second floor, but here they call it the first floor, you know, people don't see me staring at them. So I can kind of enjoy, you know, some people watching in between appointments, so that's kind of nice. But anyway, so getting things done. I think we're going to go for our empadronamiento next week on Wednesday, which is basically we get registered at the town hall that we live here and everything, which starts to get, you know, into like getting registered and stuff for, not exactly for our visas, but it opens up, you know, other kind of, I don't know what you call it, like rights or something, or anyway, I don't know what to call it, but anyway, so okay, now the pups are looking at me. I gotta get back to my appointments. Just wanted to make this while it was fresh on my mind. Hope everybody's okay. Keep your pups up to date on their vaccines. Okay, bye.